It's been an amazing season so far and a crazy one at that. We've seen Weir, he's starting to unravel more and more with each passing episode. How much of a toll is that taking on Hailey and the team in general?
Oh, a huge toll. We don't know because our leader is losing his mind, and Haley starts to question his choices and whether he's thinking clearly. So it takes up a whole. We're very upset and don't know what to do. And I think Haley's trying to sort out whether he's paranoid or whether what he's saying has value, trying to sift through it.
Yeah, and it's been difficult for sure. We kind of found out that Valance was kind of that lighthouse at sea for Weir when he kind of loses his way like this.
Yeah.
Do you feel like does Hailey want to be that person for him, or just maybe she feel like she needs to be that person for him?
I think that Haley's a survivor. And I think that she recognizes that Weir is not operating, in full with all his marbles. I think that she doesn't trust his father Ben, and just is it's not that she wants to be what Valance is, because how could she possibly even know what that relationship is?
Mhm.
It's just that I think that she's trying to just make sure that we're safe and that nobody dies, and is realizes like what a precarious, dangerous situation that she's in, and that they're all in. So and I think also, like, at this point she's starting to have more confidence in her own decision making, and it starts to kind of play chess a little bit, or starts to doubt Weir's ability to make the right choices. And so she starts to, you know, you know, make her own moves, just like they each of these characters are always constantly making their own moves, and you get to see Hailey kind of go like, I think it's better we go this way.
That is very true. That actually leads me into my next question because she's come such a long way since we first met her, and it's almost seems like she's a different person, but she's not. But like, what's been your favorite part about her journey up to this point?
I guess my favorite part of the journey is, I think, just getting more confident about her risk taking. I think kind of what we were just saying. I think that at first, she's kind of thrown into, well, you don't, I don't want to spoil it because you got to watch it till the
Yeah.
end, but she's just into this situation and doing her best. And once her feet are sort of planted, she starts taking risks. She kind of starts to enjoy herself,
Oh
even
yeah.
though the stakes are so high. She's enjoying the chess of it. She's enjoying getting to know Weir, being part of, even though I know it's a crazy and high stakes situation, and very dangerous situation, but there's also, and I like this because there is this in the writing, but they also kind of like being in this place.
Mhm. No, that
There's,
makes perfect. Yeah, that
yeah,
makes
there's
perfect
fun
sense.
in
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
no doubt
Mhm.
about that. It would have been really easy, Maida, to focus on romantic relationship between Weir and Hailey. That really hasn't been the case this season. How refreshing has that been for you that that wasn't really the focus and that there was more on the story and the development of these characters?
Oh my God, it was so refreshing. Like I'm understating how refreshing that is. Because when I first got it, I thought it was that, and because you get it, you read the first scene, and the first time you see her, she's at a bar and they meet. And so I was like, oh, as I'm reading the script, and then you realize, oh my goodness, it's something that's completely different, and I actually get to be a whole human being, and fight and say and show my intelligence and my physicality. And yeah, it also is, that these people connect. So there is that, but it was just refreshing to just play a whole human being.
Oh, absolutely. I can only imagine that. So I have to ask because we got the finale coming up here real soon. Are we going to finally find out who we can really trust in this finale?
Well, that's trust is a big word, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will say this, all of the questions are answered. So it's not one of those finales where you just wake up where it's a dream, you know. All of there are lots of Easter eggs, so much so that I think as an audience member, you'll want to go back and kind of track it and rewatch it. So yeah, but I think the nature of who these people are, spies or operative, you're never gonna, nobody is completely shows all of their cards up until the end.
Interesting. Now, obviously, we want a season two, but
Yes.
are you looking at this kind of like, is this something Haley's even going to want to put herself through again to do to even have a season two?
I mean, I think that Hailey sort of finds her tribe in a way, not to sound like too much of a, but Weir and Hailey are very similar in the ways that they're both survivors and they're both like this adrenaline and make quick decisions. So, but you never know what's in store or what could change. I mean, maybe if there's no high, like what happens when you're not trying to save the world? Does it all get boring? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I can't imagine it gets boring. And I think we see that every Sunday on Paramount Plus when we watch Rabbit Hole. We've got 2 episodes left, the finale coming up the first weekend in May. I can't wait for you guys to see what she's got going on. Maida Golding, thank you so much for taking a few minutes today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.